Well, this is Motel Granted the Great, aka Coach Bomb Goodwin, aka Thankful to God, with another presentation from the gaming segment. My Motel Granted the Great show is somewhat like I think In Living Color was back in the days. I mean that as positive as I can say it as a compliment. Um, but today I'm doing a presentation. Another play-by-play analyst. I'm going to do the Clemson Tigers versus my Texas Longhorns. First kickoff, the purple jersey, orange helmet Clemson Tigers catch the kickoff and return it to the 14-yard line before he stopped. So now it's 1st and 10 for Clemson. We have our white uniforms on all the way from top to bottom. Play action, they ran a fake dive up the gut, and he threw a screen pass to number 80, the tight end. And John Wilkes Booth, the junior, the best player possibly that I've ever had, makes the stop. Heavy formation, bulky for Clemson. Back to throw, fires it to the flats to the running back to the right. He's nailed by Darquez Cone, the junior, playing corner. So now we're looking at 3rd and 12. 2 plays for Clemson, and they've gone backwards. Now they spread it out a little bit more. Number 7 is the quarterback back to throw. He has pressure. He rolls to his left. He takes off running. He turns the corner. He picks up the first to the 30, slides down. That was an excellent run to escape trouble. Colin McCrary, quarterback. He's a senior. He escaped the pressure. Now we heavy to the left. We got trips left. Running back is directly behind the quarterback to give up the gut. And he is hit from behind after a 2-yard carry by Javier Drake, number 29. He has a star, so he's a good player. There's the inside give again to Drake, and he pounds forward for 2 more yards, which makes it 3rd and 6 as Donnie Webb makes a tackle. Clemson's going kind of fast, 2 by 2, 2 high safeties. Drake back to throw, not the rapper. He finds space, he shakes a defender, escapes for the first down before he's grabbed up by the top of the shoulder pads by Cone, Darquez Cone, the junior, and he brings him down. So we got a heavy formation, twins, double 2 by 2, and we got a run up the gut by Drake, and he, number 29, advances the football to the 44-yard line. The give, and he's tackled by the nose tackle. No yards on that. He lost 2 yards. Tommy Folk made the stop. It's 2 by 2 look. It's a tight condensed formation with 2 tight ends. Quarterback back to throw. Quick set. There's an out route, a wide open tight end. Number 80 makes the catch, and he runs. Kofi Odingbo made the catch. Are they saying he has 4 catches already? Is that right? He had 4 catches already? So the quarterback throws, the pass is complete. He's hit low and then hit up top. Deontay Hurtado with the catch. No, okay, so he had 5 catches, I guess. Oh, that was the season stats. My apologies. I didn't think number 80 had 4 catches already. So Clemson is on the move. This is counteraction. And there was a counter to the left. Cone came up to make the hit. Wasn't able to sustain them, but held the running back up until help came. So now it's 2nd and 8 from the 26. Clemson is on the move. Give it to the running back. He turns it up the middle. He gains 1 yard. So it's 3rd and 7 with 12 minutes and 35 seconds left and counting. First quarter. Clemson back to throw. The deep set. The screen pass to the running back. He has tons of space. Throws the defender out of the way and makes it to the 9-yard line. He just shoved number 0, our cornerback, right along the sidelines. We're in Texas. We're playing a home game. So that it's raining outside. There was a meeting again. Number 0 done a better job this time as he ran head on, helmet to helmet with the running back this time, and he made a stop. But the second and goal at the 4. So it's a rain. It's a torrential downpour. Rain is coming down, so that's going to make the field damp, wet, and be some sloshy spots. But it doesn't seem to be stopping Clemson at this point from advancing the football, and they're down to the 1-yard line. 31. This is the money time. 31. Now this game is from the season before for me. Maybe was it 2 seasons ago? Wow. Number 6, the wide receiver, was wide open in the end zone. So didn't call the right coverage. And I've learned it's been difficult to me, even now, in the seasons that I'm in now, being able to stop underneath routes. Maybe if one of you guys are a coach or a gamer, maybe you could put in my comment section what coverages or defense that you use to stop a shallow underneath crossing. So when you run man, a lot of times they just run away from the defenders. I know you probably could sit and play linebacker, but if you know any coverages, tell me. If it's, say, like dime, and if it's cover 2 man or something like that. Okay, we're on offense. Here's Cotton, the quarterback, and turning he gives to Arakpo, the junior, who gains 4 yards. Arakpo is a senior this year, so this was last season's game with John Wilkes Booth, who I think is one of my best players ever. Here's an out route. Passes not loose from Chris Jones's hands. He had it. Maybe the moisture of the rain along with the contact caused Chris to spit the football up. And it's 36. The draw and the give is to Morris, and he gains the first down. So it's 1st and 10 from our own 31-yard line with 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're going double tight. It's going to be stretched to the right. And here he goes. Bugs turns the corner. He's to the 40, 45. He cuts inside of the safety, crosses the 50 to the 49-yard line. That was an excellent move by Jimmy Bugs, who is a senior now, but this was his junior year from last year. This is a great running back. We're going to miss Jimmy Bugs after next season. Another concern of mine is a lot of the guys are so good going to the NFL draft. Actually, John Wilkes Booth was a junior, and he left, and it doesn't make sense to stay. He had accomplished so much. We won national championships and been competing on a very high level. There's an in route complete to our big wide receiver. 2nd and 1, 10 minutes ago, the give is to Morris. But back to John Wilkes Booth, he was a 1st-round pick. And I was excited to see J.J. Goodwin, guy who I changed his name to. He ended up going 3rd in the draft. So that was pretty cool. We're throwing out routes now. Now we've hit both receivers, one on the out, and number 1, and then we hit number 4 on a crossing route. 2 big receivers, big guys who are, here we go. We got Ali coming across now, number 1, with his shoe spattered, Santiago. He's a junior. He came back for this year. Both receivers did, so I was thankful and blessed for that. To make sure we had our receivers for one more season. To give it to a rack pull up the gut, he uses his right hand to stiff arm a defender and shove him away, and advances the football for 4 yards on the carry. So Clemson is got a single high safety. They're looking for run up the middle. We give it to our fullback. He runs to the 3-yard line before he reached contact. They had a double blitz look. Both safeties was in the gap, and this was disguised, and they bailed out. And once they bailed out and got on their skates going backwards, there was no recovery. Okay, to give it to Arakpo, he turns the corner, shoves off a defender, and walks into the end zone. Arakpo is our big back. We had our big back graduate last year. So, dang, it's been 2 years, 2 seasons already for me that our big guy, I can't think of his name right now, number 5. So many names now rolling around in my skull. But it's 7-7, and it's 8 minutes left. We're number 1, and we're 2-0. Clemson is number 11, and they're 0-1. So somebody beat them. I don't remember who it was. They got a McNabb playing. He got interceptions. He's leading the league with 2. I haven't seen Michigan State yet. I have not played Michigan State. I haven't played Notre Dame. It's a give up the gut. He stuffed for a 1-yard loss, so it's 2nd and 11. I haven't played Notre Dame. I left this season and went to the Big Ten. And now I'm in the Big Ten. This is my first season. Got bored in the SEC, playing Alabama and all of these teams. Even though that was an offensive tackle who they threw that pass to, an out route. I don't even know if I remember that happening when it happened. Wow. Number 69 ran an out route from the left tight end position and this was a big run. Finds a hole. Number 29 has been very successful. He just burned off about 15 yards. So they're on their own 32-yard line. Inside give. He runs right into our linebacker and shoves him forward for a 4-yard gain total. Didn't run over our linebacker for 4, but he did successfully gain 4 when all of the smoke was cleared. Calling out the shots. The rain's still coming down. Texas Stadium. Ooh, the counteraction they tried to run, but our nose tackle, Demarius Ahmad, who is a freshman, and he plays with us now. A very successful player. So I tried to incorporate some of the younger guys into the lineups to give them some preparation for the next seasons to come. Oh, he dodged. The defensive tackle was standing there. He was spun around and the quarterback escaped, but not enough to get a first down. So it makes it 4th and 10. Clemson mascot got his head down, walking around. Now he's banging it up against the goalpost. Man. Punt team is out for Clemson. Chris makes the catch. He runs to his right, picks up about 5 yards before he's hit by the legs by number 14, and another defender comes over the top to make the stop. We got trips right. Cotton makes the call. 1 receiver to the left. We got an out route coming up top. There it goes. Catch to Ali. Turns up, and he's short by 1 yard. So 2nd and 1. Ali, number 4, big receiver. Shoe spatted, looking sweet. Both my receivers are big guys. The give was too big. He ran to his left and ran into a defender and didn't get anywhere. So now it's 3rd and 4. Number 93, he slips right through the cracks. Immediately squares up, grabs Biggs before he can go past. Now what are we going to do? It's 4th and 2. We gave it to our running back to try to see if Morris could get the first sophomore. He didn't get it. We're going to go for it. We're going to probably run inside power again. A trap action. Here it comes. Bang. First down. And he fell backwards. But we still got the first. No, we didn't. We're going to challenge this. I I thought that he had the first. He got pushed back. Let me see what they call. I saw the running back slapping the ground as if he realized that he didn't make it. We got tangled over a lineman who was put on his butt, and that disrupted the play. So that was good defense. And the call upholds. We lost the challenge. I'm looking at it again in the replay. He got turned sideways by number 51. And it's Clemson football. 7-7. We're in a battle. Back to throw the crossing route. The ACC is in the building. I'd like to welcome the ACC fans, people who are not only supporters of Clemson, but the ACC total. Congratulations and welcome to Texas Stadium in the rain. Hopefully you got some parkas and you can wear them. 3rd and 3. And the football is on our 33-yard line, 34. Cross action that gives to the running back. They gave him the first. It looked like he was short. He was wrapped up around the legs. They gave him forward progress. And his 1st and 10 from the 31 with 6 minutes left. Screen pass. The receiver was nailed by that guy, John Wilkes Booth. He left, but I'm proud of him. The best defensive player I've had. Here he comes again to make that stop. John Wilkes Booth, you see him come up from a strong safety position to make the tackle. It was after the first down, but he's playing safety. 3-by-1 look. The flea flicker, the toss to the running back, and the running back flicks it to the receiver going around, but it didn't fool anybody on our side. 2nd and 15, 5-yard loss. Football on the 26-yard line of Texas. Running back to the right, there's an inside give. We had one defender fly in. The running back spun to his left, bounced off the tackle, and only gained 1 yard. 3rd and 14. Our defensive tackle looked like he was shot out of a missile. Made the contact, but it was not enough to bring down number 29, the running back. And he gained 1 yard. Pass protection set. The pass throws out. Pass is complete. Touchdown, Clemson. There's another crossing route. This was a deep crossing route. The football went from the right side of the field all the way to the left side of the field. And he caught it down by his cleats. Even though the football is wet, he was able to reach down there and grab it and walk 1 yard into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. So Clemson is up 14-7. We had that was interesting. Our kickoff return guy did like a little hop in the end zone. Gouveia. And our runner, that's the brother. Thank you, God. Sergio Gouveia is our running back, the 255-pounder that's gone. But his brother, Gouveia, is playing, and that was the one who made that move. We just ran stretch left for 3 yards. So it's 2nd and 7 from the 12. Football was handed to Morris. He was running sideways, navigating to his left, bounced off several tackles, and gained 9 yards. So it's 3rd and 1. Arakpo, the tailback, to give in the I formation. Arakpo runs 1st down, and he's still using leg drive to gain more yardage. That was a good, strong run. Now the safety's ribs is hurting, number 10. That sucker got caught underneath that pile. Arakpo is the truth. Back to throw. Out route, Ali, complete. 2nd and 2. Ali ran a shallow out route. Not Deion's son this time, but shallow, not Shiloh. And got 8 yards. So run our formation to give is to Bugs. He's through a hole, and he is almost to midfield. It was to the 45-yard line. He hit this hole that was created right up the gut. He followed the fullback, who went left. He went a little bit to his right, found the hole. Both of them actually came through clean, and the running back gained a lot of yards. Back throw, quick out to Chris Jones. He makes a catch down by his feet. Good play. So now it's 2nd and 3. Shout out to Chris Jones. Affirmation, we're going to run power again. Bugs makes the catch. He doesn't make the first down. It's 3rd and inches from the 45-yard line, from our 45. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Out route. There was a defender underneath the out route. That could have been disastrous. But Ali made the catch and Cotton made the throw over the top of the defender, who was underneath the coverage, was not able to get there. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Fullback give. He's still navigating, still running, still getting pulled, still dragging people. He gained 8 yards. Ahmed, our fullback. So now it's 2nd and 2 as he pushed, shoved, shrugged his way for 8 yards. With a 26, we're threatening to try to tie. Cotton back to throw. He has all day. Fires over the middle of Akito. Santiago made the catch. He's a junior also, but this particular season now that I'm in, he's a senior. Santiago Aquino came across the right. He has 3 catches today. I'm doing a pretty good job of balance. We're going to run fullback dive here. Here we go. He's stuffed, but it's after a 4-yard pickup. So it's 2nd and 6 from the 9. There's enough space to gain 1 more first down, if possible, before a touchdown or a field goal or a turnover. He gave us to Bugs. He dips his left shoulder pad, runs into the D tackle number 79, and catapults him backwards. And they fall together at the 2-yard line. So now it's 3rd and 1. Arakpo is in, the big back. He gives to Arakpo power. He runs. He spins to his right, gains the first down, and he's to the 2. So it's 1st and goal. 5 carries for Arakpo at 18 yards. Now we need 1 more. We're going to run Wildcat. Arakpo is going to come around. Let's see if he makes it. Yep. Touchdown Arakpo. So now we're threatening to tie the game up at 14. Clemson, that's the first time they saw my Wildcat look. A lot of times I do it when we're inside the 2. The defenses tend to crush inside, expecting inside power. And we just run our Wildcat look, and run outside. Kickoff to Clemson, and he returns it to the 15-yard line, where he's dragged down by our middle linebacker. I need to try to figure out how do I get my special teams units to be my young guys. Maybe somebody can help me with that. You put it in the comments. Now, my thing is this, because I've made my own playbook, does that discredit me or not allow me an opportunity to fix my lineups? I don't know. But if you have any answers, if you could please put them inside of the comments, I greatly would appreciate it and would respond. So trips left, 3rd and 8. They run a screen and it's wide open. And he has the first down. So there's a minute left. That was our free safety who came flying up to make the hit. I had very good safeties as well last season. Quarterback Keep, he has a ton of room. He's across midfield, right? He's to the 43. No, not yet. Oh, wow. He's just on the Tennessee. Not even Tennessee's not even out here. It's going fast. Quarterback Keep. He's dragging John Wilkes Booth right down the field. He's crossed the 50 to the 41-yard line. We're having a Very difficult time stopping Clemson from driving. Screen pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds on his own after gaining 3 yards. It was a screen to the left. Play action. He avoided one defender, but not the second one. The safety made it and got the tackle for the sack. So he lost a ton of yards, so now it's 3rd and 17 from the Texas 48. "20 seconds to go in the first half. In the first quarter. Back to throw. Quarterback escapes again, but he does not gain a lot of room this time. 4th and 15. Punt team is out. That's the end of the first quarter. There's a fair catch waved by Chris Jones. The football bounces into the end zone. After 1, we're tied at 14. Now I'm making changes. I'm going into the coaching section, going to the wide receiver, taking Chris out and putting Aquino in, a bigger receiver, to see if we can gain some size with blocking and our pass catching. So I love you, Chris. Nothing personal. So 2nd and 4 from our own 26-yard line. I formation, 2 high safety. The give is to fullback up the gut. He gains a few yards to make it 3rd and 1. "14 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. I may just go into halftime with this recording and go from there. The give is to a Rakpo. The defender ran past him. A Rakpo ran to the left. The defender was coming, if you're facing the screen, off the right. He didn't see a Rakpo in time because he was still getting blocked, and a Rakpo ran for a first down. Okay, trips right. We're going to throw an out route here to Ali. The throw is tight. What did they call it? They called it a catch. 2nd and 3. He got his left foot down. I'm surprised Clemson is not challenging this. So yep, they didn't. Now we're throwing it out to the right to Aquino, the big man, and he makes the catch. 1st and 10, we're driving. Our formation. The give is to Orakpo, 6 yards. Trips to the right, 2 high safety. We have an out route to the left. There's a throw to Ali. Oh, the pass is broken up. You don't see that very often. The good one from Cincinnati got a pick, but this young man from Clemson dove and got his hands on the football, but he didn't catch it. 3rd and 4. Fullback trap, dive. He carries the defender for the first down. Offensive line getting pumped. We got trips left. Now, normally we got press coverage up top, and we threw a crossing route to the tight end. He was hit. Terrell Ames, he was a freshman this year. He's a sophomore now. He's an excellent player. Couldn't hold on to the wet football that time. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 10, Chris Jones is back in. We ran a screen. Oh, what a move by Morris to cut to the outside. He put his foot in the turf on the left, broke it back out to the right, ran near the sideline, got the first down, and we to the 28-yard line. To give him a break, we're gonna run fullback trap. Here we go. 4 yards. This fullback trap is, man, it works a lot. So if you guys want to implement, if you haven't, you might want to implement the fullback trap to try to keep you in a positive frame. The throw is to Chris Jones across the middle. He makes the catch. That's 2 catches for Chris. Let's go, Chris. 15 yards on his receptions. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. The defender was trying to keep up with the speedy Chris Jones and couldn't. Cotton back to throw. Screen right. Morris to the 7-yard line before he's tackled. 2nd and 2. I haven't been running back screen a whole lot in my new season. Might need to get back to it after watching this. My timing was being thrown off by the blitzes and the pressure, so I kind of stayed away from it because it looked like a dead down, just a down that didn't have any value whenever I used that play. So Ragpo hit that up the gut, make it 1st and goal from the 5, from the I formation. It was a heavy formation. So 1st and goal from the 5, we got double tight look, we're going to run stretch. And we're going to go left. I seen Cotton make the change. They give us to Biggs, and he's going to, it looked like he was going to walk in for a touchdown, but he was grabbed and dragged down at the 1. Wow. I was ready to celebrate. The defender, that was a good tackle. So we're going to go Wildcat again. See if we can get Ragpo on the outside. There's the give, there's a shove, and he's gone. Touchdown, Ragpo. Once I see that end or whoever the outside contain is, once I see him locked in, I know it's a touchdown. So now we take the lead. Is this our first time having a lead today? I'm not sure. Maybe you could put that in the comments too. Was this our first time taking the lead at 21-14? There's 10 minutes and 50 seconds left before halftime. Kickoff. He receives it at the 2. He's at the field to the 15, to the 17, and he's tackled. 1st and goal, Clemson. Trips left, tight end formation. There's an inside give. He trips over running back over the defender, but stayed on his feet and gained 3 yards before our safety, Williams, comes up to make the stop. Clemson is a glutton for punishment as they run power again. Was that a repeat play? Back to throw, Drake fires an outside route, is complete. 1st down, Clemson. We're not able to stop them. 1st and 10 from their own 38. Stretch run to number 29. Gains 2 yards. 2nd and 8 from their own 40. From the Clemson 40. They run screen right. He has blocking in front. He waits patiently for his blocker to get in front, and it was a good run, and that was another huge chunk, and that's the 1st down in Texas territory to the 40. There's an inside give to the running back, and Clemson is in business. 5-yard pop by number 23, who came in to give number 29 a break for a second. When 29 is back in, 2 high safety. Drake, 1-hand catch, and he's sacked. He caught the football with one hand with his left, but he's a right-hand quarterback. with the rain and everything, it took some time to transfer the football from one hand to the other. By that time, the junior Santana was there. 3rd and 12. Another snap that was to the right, to the left a little. The quarterback was able to grab it. No one was open, so he sprinted to his right and picked up a few yards to make it 4th and 9. They bring the field goal unit out to see. Let's see if he can make a field goal in the rain from this distance. Got it. So it's 21-17. With 9 minutes left, it's our football again. We're going to run out of our 2x2 look for our trap action. Here comes the trap. Morris finds a hole, pops through, gets squeezed by the safety, and shot sideways to his right. Boykins with the big hit. We want to throw out left, but there's pressure. The cornerback is sitting on press coverage. So we check to the tight end to our left. He runs a deep hitch where we make the completion. We're going trips, and they got press coverage again. We're trying to run an out route, but everything is covered this time. So this is something I'm trying to get my young quarterback to do now, is to eat the football. Cotton did a good job of eating it. Nobody was open. And now we're in 3rd and 11. It's rare that we're in 3rd and 11. Trips right. The out route throw, the pass is complete, and the receiver is large enough to lean to get the first down. Damian Ali. He's probably about 6'5", 6'6". And had he been a smaller receiver, he would have been short. But because of his size and speed, he was able to lean to have the sticks move. 7 minutes and counting. Cotton to throw. Crossing route. Chris Jones catch, and he's popped by number 35, the linebacker, but is after gaining 7 yards. Good catch, Chris. Gives the Bugs running to his left out of stretch. Picks up a first down. So it's 1st and 10 from the Clemson 32. Changing the routes back to pass. Crossing route is covered, so he decides to eat it. This is a good play by Cotton. Once again, I have to repeat myself. I want my young quarterback now, who is a sophomore, to do the same thing. He has number 0 this year. You'll see him later. Look at Morris' way to run behind the tackle and spun and get the ball a little bit more reasonable, a little decent for a 3rd and 12. This was an excellent run by Morris. Way to spin. Trips right. Changing the route, we do have press coverage again on the left. And he's out of room. So we're 4th and 16. And we have to punt. Football hit on the 1 yard line and then flopped into the end zone. 1st and 10 for Clemson from the 20. Both players was tackled. The quarterback and the running back got tackled. The running back had the football and he lost 3 yards. So pressure was coming from everywhere. Clemson to throw. Deep set. He runs the screen. The running back dips inside. Wasn't able to get back outside before he gained a lot of yards. So it's 3rd and 3 from the 27. Empty formation. Quarterback back to throw. Crossing routes coming. And the football was thrown into the turf. Maybe it slipped. It is raining very hard. The field is soggy now for sure. It's spongy when I stepped out there. So I feel for the players. Chris Jones settles underneath it, makes the catch for the punt return, and gains about 4 yards for his tackle. 5 minutes left. Inside give the power to trap action, and Morris advances it for the first down. Nolan Morris is a sophomore, but he's a junior this season. A junior, it's a sophomore now in this game. The quarterback is back to throw, and he throws it to the tight end. So it's 2nd and 5. He gives the Bucks. That was a good kick out by was that the guard or either the tackle? The defensive end showed his pads, and he got kicked out. Bang! Nice kick by number 74. Good kick. Bucks followed behind the open door and got the first down. The defender was holding on for dear life. He almost scored. Bugs has a lot of long distance runs. The out route thrown out. It's picked off. We was flirting with number 7 and he got us. Picked it off and he's gone. Yeah, he actually tipped one ball earlier. Eric Wells, a 59-yard touchdown run for the junior from North Carolina. Shout out to him. We've been dodging a bullet this whole first half in terms of throws, so maybe we was due for one. Clemson has the lead, 24-21, 4 minutes left before halftime. Gouveia returns it up the middle for the kickoff to the 16-yard line. Zone right gives the Bugs nowhere. Smothered by 2 defenders. Running to his right. Trips right. Caught in the throw. Feels the pressure. Steps up. Runs. They had excellent coverage out there. And we're a little gun shy at this point with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left and counting. We're shook. We run old trusty counteraction, and our running back bumped into the backside of our center or either guard, and it caused him to slow down